This is 7 News broadcasting today. I'm Dan Cooper. This is 7 News. Today's programme will be focusing on the Trump-Putin meeting, which will be happening in Alaska. We'll be discussing the benefits of the meeting. Will anything be done in this 7 News special? Hello, welcome. This is 7 News. Trump and Putin will meet on Friday to begin what could be a significant moment in world order. But will it change the facts on the hand? Well, we're discussing today all the big talking points, plus we'll be reading reaction. Is this the best move for the country? That's just the details. The war in Ukraine has been raging for the last 4 years, with tensions continuing to mount on the future of Europe and the wider geopolitical drama. 7 News is bringing you a special edition of the programme today to look at the facts at hand, to discuss the real life matters and to see the real truth behind the headlines. Well, we're now going to kickstart our discussion on the matter. We're going to be joined by in a few minutes, we're going to be joined by Simon Jones, our reporter, our political correspondent, to look at the events and discuss the matter more in depth. I'm Simon Cooper. I beg your pardon. This is all live. Simon Jones will be joining us later on. I'm Dan Cooper. Let's have a zoom out of the picture for Georgia 7 News. The main picture, of course, is to do with the war, and we'll look at that more in detail. But plus, European allies today had major discussions. We are recording this on Wednesday, the 14th of August. As going on to air, Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky has met with British Prime Minister Sir Keir Starmer. They embraced and left, and Zelensky left Downing Street with warm regards. It comes after several days of discussions in relation to the war at hand. Yesterday, of course, German Chancellor hosted talks on the matter. The coalition that were led by British Prime Minister also took place, and we'll have a look at that more in detail. But now it's time to join Simon Jones. Welcome back to 7 News. We're now joined by Simon Jones, who's been providing us a little bit of insight on the matter. Simon Jones, sorry for the technical difficulties with our cameras. Simon, what do you make of this? Well, it's going to be a very interesting few days to see how the world order does and how it develops. But we can see the facts on hand. If we have a look at the details, the Prime Minister, the Ukraine, what we can tell, the Ukraine President is not going to attend the meetings. We'll see how it happens, but it could have significant consequences. Trump has repeatedly said that he's not going to discuss changing orders or changing stock on the situation in terms of the Ukraine. Of course, currently Ukraine, as 20% of it, according to the BBC News, is occupied by Russian forces in some capacity, plus the 2014 Crimea was occupied. So we can see how that plays out. What do you make of that? Will this talk be any meaningful to the lasting peace? Well, a ceasefire has to be secured, and we've discussed this repeatedly in the programme. A ceasefire cannot be secured unless certain demands are met, and Putin is not going to get his demands met today. So the talks are going to be significant if anything happens at all. Thank you very much. Thank you. Well, that's been 7 News. It's been a real pleasure. Thank you for watching us. We'll be back with more reaction as soon as it comes. This has been 7 News, a Putin-Trump special. Bye.